Welcome once again. We are visiting with Dr. Harold Rhode, one of the most thoughtful analysts and most informed experts about the minds of the Iranian mullahs and their subordinates. Something that unfortunately is in very short supply on this moment in the Biden administration. And you can see the results of that shortcoming in terms of the deal that is now dribbling out in its details. Harold, talk a little bit about what we know. These guys, Bob Malley and Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the rest have so far apparently agreed to do with the Iranians.
Well, they basically, and we can talk to her blue in the face. They basically are submitting to Iran. End of story. There's nothing else to say. Iranians rule the roost. And let's just quote the Russian ambassador to these talks in Vienna, Ulyanov, who said he admired the Iranians. They fought for every comma, every this, every that, and the other thing. And everything they fought for, we submitted to. Here's the thing. In the Middle East, patience is absolutely important. There are no deadlines. And you used before the rug store analogy. Frank, you go into a rug store. You never tell the merchant what rug you're interested in. And you have to have time. If he knows you got to get out right away, bang, the price of the rug keeps going up and up and up. We have deadlines. Oh my God, we got to do this before this and before that. Excuse me. The Iranians' responses, we have patience. We can outwait the Americans. In the Middle East, that's the way it is everywhere. And the moment you go and if you say, I'm here, let's talk, let's have coffee, let's have tea, and you be nice, but you go nowhere and all that, the price goes down. And every time we give on a point, the Iranians say, thank God. And we go for another one. And it is, again, this is not an agreement. And please remember, all written agreements in the Middle East are nothing more than pieces of paper if they're not backed by strength. And strength means not that I can destroy you or take you out for violating it, but that I've proven to you that I will. Like under President Trump, we took out Soleimani, who was one of the military geniuses of Iran, and that set them back a lot. It works.
It did, and it commanded their respect,
attention.
I think, in a way that nothing else did. And Harold, let me just ask you about one thing that we've been teasing out of this negotiation, and that is we're going to give them a lot more money. I've heard $10 billion at the low end and $150 billion, which is, I think, pretty much what we gave them the last time around. Is that imaginable to you? And what will the consequences be of that kind of money flowing into the hands of, what has been called, I think rightly, the world's most dangerous sponsor of terrorism?
Oh, it's very simple. It means they got all the cash they need to supply their allies, and they are other Shiites like the Houthis in Yemen, Hezbollah in Lebanon. And it's like they're going to just, the level of terror was going to go up. But here's the bottom line, Frank, and I think it's extremely important. The Saudis, the Emiratis, and even the Israelis, because the present government of Israel is kind of weak. It's sort of left-oriented. All of them are realizing that they can't trust the one ally they want more than anything on their side, the United States of America, the 800-pound gorilla. And their response is, if we can't trust America, we're going to go it ourselves. We're going to go it alone.
Yeah. Well, it seems as though in some cases, Harold, they're making a further decision, not only that they're going to have to abandon their confidence in our protection. I mean, the Saudis, for heaven's sakes, as you know, have actually witnessed us not only recognizing, in effect, the Houthi rebels, as they're called, the Iranian proxies in Yemen, and taking them off the terrorism list, for heaven's sakes, but we're actually removing the anti-missile protection they need more than ever, the Saudis, because the Houthis keep attacking them with various rockets and missiles. So they're making that calculation. They can't rely on us, as you say, Harold, but they're also, it seems, increasingly inclined to make deals, or if you will, separate peace with people like the Chinese Communist Party, Iran's most important sponsor.
Well,
What's up with that?
I agree with you on one level, but here's another thing. If America truly abandons them, and they will know this if when and if this agreement is in fact signed, and whatever is published, it frees them to do what? They're on their own. And I would say the greatest thing that could happen would be that if that happens, maybe when that happens, that the Israelis will simply take care of the Iranian nuclear problem. And Frank, as you know, I might have worked for the Pentagon all these years. I'm not a military expert. I'm a culture expert on Iran. And all I can do, there are some wonderful military analysts who know this, like tried and tested, and they know. And I have a simple question. Can Israel take out Iran's nuclear program if it decides to? And uniformly, I'm getting one answer: yes. So that's
Yes.
maybe the only alternative.
Harold, that's the bottom line, and we have to leave it at that, I'm afraid, for the moment. But we will be coming back to you with, I hope, more questions and more important insights into what the Israelis are contemplating right now and what the Biden administration might do to interfere with it. In the meantime, thank you for your insights and expertise today. As always, it's bracing, but desperately needed, particularly as a corrective to what the Biden team is doing with the Iranians. Thank you to the rest of you for joining us for this edition of Securing America. I hope you feel better equipped to help us in doing just that. Check out our website, securingamerica.tv, for more about what you can do. Hi, this is Frank Gaffney. I'm the host of Securing America, and I'm very pleased to say we are moving the show to a new time every weeknight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll be able to find there, of course, the same terrific content, the same high caliber guests, and the same vitally important information about protecting the country we love. I hope you'll join me there every weeknight at 11. Thanks.